is something that we don't have it. You can't even enjoy your own food at home. Because when you take a plate and you think of these children that are starving like this, you don't know what to do.
As summer breaks in the southern hemisphere, thermometers rise well into the mid-100 degrees. The children we meet here are orphans of AIDS. They live with what's left of their families and their dignity. Living on barren land, they access water as rarely as once a week, and there are stretches of time when these children eat nothing but boiled leaves.
Whether you are orphaned by war or you are orphaned by AIDS, you are vulnerable from all angles, social, physical, emotional. You stand to be abused from all directions.
This little baby lost its mother to TB as a result of AIDS. Its belly has expanded with a lack of protein, a condition known as kwashiorkor. No one in this household has an income. Those who came to work the land have found no jobs.
They just need support from any direction.
In this family, there are no parents. Older siblings take care of younger ones, forgoing even the most basic of education in the process. Their father died of AIDS, and their mother is too sick to be home. She has chosen a sangoma, a traditional healer, to address her illness.
HIV and AIDS is a result of broken relationships. So there's a lot of pain, not only physically but mentally, and there's a lot of anguish with the reasons how you got ill. So a lot of people do know, a lot of people are told, but one doesn't like to face it.
Sally McKibben is one of 7 members running a grassroots home care project named Tembaletu. The members of Tembaletu work round the hour with over 500 local care workers to alleviate some of the hardships found in Nkomazi. Yet the care workers too need help.
They were just saying to me they don't have shoes, and some of their shoes are broken, and it's difficult for them to walk from house to house. Whenever I helped one orphan to get to school, to get something to dress on, or to get them food to eat, or to get them a shelter, we just take that as an achievement.
And when they see people like Sally go to them, they feel hope. They are empowered. They know that they have someone on their side. And when you see them sleeping on the hard floor like that, it makes me see how vulnerable they are. And you know, anything can happen to them. A snake could come in, anything could happen. They're on the floor. They are not safe.
And so older siblings do their best to protect the young ones. Even so, it takes resources to sustain livelihoods. This young man tells us what his siblings need the most.
The family need eat food and clothes and go to school and and they have to sleep.
Without funding, nothing can go on.
So for those that have got funding or any source that can help these people or these orphans, always I said, blessed is the hand that gives than the one that takes.
The African Children's Choir has always been where help is needed the most. Today it's in Nkomazi where children are losing their parents and futures. Robert was once one of them. Today, thanks to the love and care of the African Children's Choir, he is a proud doctor.
You know, I was once like those kids that we have seen. But because someone was willing to help, to go that extra mile, I'm a doctor today. I take care of thousands of lives. and many people have been saved from death just because of that contribution. If you have a choice and you have the ability, help these orphans because they are in their need. And who knows what they will become tomorrow. Probably they will be our presidents, our leaders, and our brothers. Let's help save them.
The excitement is amazing, and I think it's also uplifting the whole area because everybody's beginning to talk about it. And it's now bringing a focus on orphans.
The children of Nkamazi have been touched by many selfless donations of food, clothes, and water containers. Through the African Children's Choir and the Tembaletu Home Care Project, relief packages have been distributed to over 300 households in the region.
When you see a child that has got nothing at all, and you come and bring something, and you see that child receiving that thing, it makes you feel at least I've done something for her or him. Then there's a bit of hope.
The aim of Tembaletu is to provide local families with the means to help themselves. With vegetable gardens, wheelbarrows, water buckets, and drums, the children of Nkamazi and their care workers can more easily access water and grow their own food. Cruz is 13. His parents disappeared when he was still very young.
You don't want me, what about me?
Cruz lives with his uncle and his 6 little cousins. All of them struggle to make ends meet. Cruz is now able to plant spinach, onions, cabbage, beets, and much more. The process of planting and nurturing these subsistence entities is not only healthy, it is also good for the spirit of those who dig their hands in the soil and celebrate the fruits of their hard work.
I take manure. I'm doing here, with manure. And after that, I give this plant all of this water.
The kids that are getting the wheelbarrows and the drums, now their lives are much better than before.
Your contributions have helped orphans battle starvation and disease. Now they are reaching further as the African Children's Choir recruits 25 orphans to join their Music for Life program, which guides kids well into their tertiary education. The children are selected during a weekend camp of song, dance, prayer, and basic education. Florence is 17. She is a protege of the African Children's Choir. She was orphaned at age 12 and joined the Music for Life program.
Someone just woke up one morning and he opened this door. He just told me, now walk.
Strengthened by Music for Life, she now helps facilitate this camp in search of a new choir.
Since they've opened the door, I've got to walk. I've got to get somewhere.
Once a choir is formed, the children's guardians are contacted and the young ones embark on an international tour that helps raise money in support of their education and their community. During this time, they will receive all the guidance and love that parents would normally provide. But for many, there will be no choir, and relief efforts must continue.
Just imagine in 20 years to come where we will be, how this world will look if we only share a piece of love to each other.
Tandy is a care worker for Tembaletu and cares for 7 families. She lives on $30 a month.
We've got to consider those who are looking after our orphans. They also need support. Because in supporting them, you're supporting how many orphans? You're supporting a lot of children.
Just thinking of having the blankets As I'm saying that it's winter now, food, because what are they going to eat? The vegetable is not enough.
There's a weight that's inside you that cannot be relieved.
And then there is still AIDS lurking like a great cloud over this community.
We're burying 2 a day now, our own organization. That's apart from those that the community are burying. So our figures are really rising. I can tell you, Wednesday this week we buried 3, yesterday we buried 2, and today we're burying 2.
As a service to the community, Thembaletu has trained and employs young Jackson as a carpenter exclusively for building simple, cost-efficient coffins. Jackson makes 4 to 5 coffins a day. He uses pressed wood from nearby sugarcane plantations. Every month, there are 3 to 4 children's coffins among his crop. Jackson tells us that one day he would love to make furniture, chests, closets, and chairs for the living.
One day we'll be asked, you saw me naked, what did you give me? You saw me hungry, what did you do? You saw me sick and dying at home, what did you do? For those that are giving, I would like to say thank you so much. The gifts that have been given to us and those that are going to be given to us will be a great gift. Thank you very much.